it's a shame that they keep up with the mess. But stay tuned. Stay tuned. Next, is there a motion for approval of the 2023-2024 annual appropriation ordinance / budget? Is there a motion?
I have a motion with amendments.
Okay, go ahead.
My motion is to approve the ordinance. I'm going to read into record. There are several amendments, and then I will email.
Did you give that to our team, whatever the amendments are?
Which was my statement. I will read.
Can you give them that? Can you print that so they can follow with whatever you're speaking of?
I do not have a printer right here, man.
So see how you ain't come prepared, but you want us just to listen, and you already got y'all mind made up of what y'all gonna do. But these are the department heads that should understand what it is you're trying to take out of their departments.
Okay, so my motion is.
Can you send that to us now so we can print it so we can follow you? Can you email that to Keith Freeman so we can print it out so they can follow you, so they can understand what it is you're about to do for their department with the amendments?
Sure.
Can you make sure we get a copy of that information too that Tangenique just got to the mayor saying that the power was canceled since we printing out stuff? I would like a copy of that right now, like everybody else is getting their stuff right now. I'm just saying, since we're waiting on him to send something, if y'all print stuff, can you get that to me? Like I asked you for something earlier too. I'm asking him a question.
Chill out all that. Okay, you got the email? Okay, print that out so everybody can go be done with all this.
Okay, so motion is to approve the budget as presented with the following adjustments. Line 01-00344, reduce $6.8 million. Line 01-00344.2, increase $200,000. Line 0100-391, decrease $525,000.
Why don't you tell the public what that stuff is? You just saying line items and not telling them what it is.
Line 01-12-420, reduce $110,000. Line 01-12.
What is that, trustee?
Mayor, you're gonna get a printed copy.
But no. Hold on, pause.
I will tell you this.
Don't tell me I'm gonna get a printed copy. Tell the public what you are decreasing and increasing. You talking about transparency? Be transparent. Because right now you're just saying numbers.
And you can
tell the public. No. You should tell the public what you're doing right now. You want to be transparent? Go ahead, tell them. So we all know what that line item is. They don't know what 01.22 is. Tell the public what that line item is, so they all understand it.
Line 01-12-421, reduce $50,000. Line 01-12.
That's a shame.
Reduced by $55,000.
You can't even tell the public what you're reducing, why you're doing it.
01-123.
Trustee.
Reduce $62,000. Line 01-12-424, reduce $25,000. Line 01-12.
And this how stuff get hid. Y'all don't even know what them numbers are.
Line 01-12-581, reduce $270,000. Line 01-12-592, reduce $115,000. Line 01-12-460, reduce $300,000.
No,
line 01-12-710, reduce $155,000. Line 01-15-421, increase $25,000. Line 01-15-549, reduce $500. Line 01-15-563, increase $2,000. Line 01-15-830, increase $3,000. Line 01-12-421, decrease $1.1 million. Line 01-21-422, reduce $300,000. Line 01-21-426, reduce $900,000. Line 01-21-428, reduce $5,000. Line 01-21-598, reduce $15,000. Line 01-22-427, reduce $130,000. Line 01-22-426, reduce $27,500. Line 01-22-428, reduce $400,000. Line 01-22453, reduce $25,000. Line 01-22611, reduce $40,000. Line 01-25-421, reduce $25,000. Line 01-41-421, reduce $300,000. Line 01-41-520, decrease $250,000. Line 01-41-557, reduce 250,000. Line 01-41-598, decrease 60,000. Line 01-41-629, decrease 50,000. Line 01-41-830, decrease 25,000. Line 01-42421, decrease 50,000.
Are you done?
Line 0142-611, decrease 80,000. Line 01-46-597, decrease 70,000. Line 01-44-423, decrease 50,000. Line 01-47-451, decrease 25,000. 01-47-596, decrease 5,000. 01-47597, decrease 7,000. 01-12-996, decrease 100,000. 01-21.
Stan, you want one of these?
Decrease.
Drew, want one? Because I know they ain't give it to y'all.
01-12-512, decrease 35,000. 01-41557, decrease 25,000.
You only getting one.
01-41652,
They got it already. I don't need it.
Decrease 25,000. That is my motion.
Wow. Woo. Woo. I don't know what to say. Byron, I don't even know. Look, it's a shame that people just sit here and read all these numbers to y'all, and y'all don't even know what they are. But they talk about transparency. Oh my God. I can't make this stuff up. I don't know half the stuff he just read, but I'm about to read it in record for you so you can understand what they just did to y'all. This is the budget for your town. This is your day-to-day operation, just so you understand what they just did, right? They didn't talk to not one department head, find out what the need was up here for public safety, housing, code enforcement, nothing. Y'all even took out the $6.8 million grants I went and got for y'all. That's sad. That is sad, guys. But okay, here we go. Let me see. And he ain't got it like where it's itemized like it should be. He got salaries and administration. You want to reduce it by $110,000. You took away the grants of $6,800,000. You took away the CDBG. Or you try to increase it. Okay. You took away the homewood disposal. So residents, for those that don't understand how this game go, homewood disposal, that's your trash. That's to pick up your garbage. How are you to get your garbage collected if they took it out of the budget? How do we pay, guys? They're not telling you the fact. This is the hidden stuff, but we talking about transparency, right? So then we goes to salaries for human resource. We got 50K. Yeah, well, you should tell them. Yeah, and see the lawyer, the attorney that educating them, just said that this is that we created in the past, of course, for $500,000 and we have to pay it. How you gonna just take it out of the bund? Like what the heck? Where you get the money from? I'm just saying. But this is stuff they do, the nonsense they do, right? So after that, let's keep going since they took time to do this. A grant writer, they took out $55K for a grant writer. Salaries for customer service, they took out $62,000. For the youth program, oh my God, y'all don't want to help the youth. They took out $25,000. Oh, that's right, y'all don't do nothing no way. Okay, then you got printing. You took out $10,000 for printing. How you get stuff printed? You got to print the water bills and all these other things, but okay. General liability, you took out $270,000. Special events, oh, you don't want us to do activities for the community, $115,000. You also took out, what is this? What settlement for what? I don't know what that is. So settlement of $115,000. You took out maintenance supplies for building. This is how we keep up our buildings, all our government buildings, water department, public works. What is that? Fire, police, all of them, right? The maintenance. They took out $155,000. So when a furnace go out, when a boiler go out, how y'all gonna fix this stuff? I'm just saying. All right, let's keep going. Let's keep the party going, right? Because he didn't want to tell you what all these numbers was. Want to read numbers, right? Transparency, though, right? Nope. I'm gonna be transparent with you. Then we got salaries. Where we at? Nope. We got salaries, $1 million. Okay. Who y'all cutting by $1 million? Okay. Yep. And then you got, what is this? Maintenance supplies for $300,000. Then you got salary overtime for $900,000. And y'all know that's the police department, right? So when you got crime, a shooting, a domestic, anything, who y'all gonna call? Ghostbusters? I'm just saying. Who you gonna call? So then you got Maintenance of vehicles, $5,000. So if the truck get broke, I don't know how we're gonna fix it. Then you got other miscellaneous expense. Don't know what that is. You put $15,000. Then you got ESDA. Y'all don't want emergency services. Okay. So if it's a car accident, you want it to be manned by a police officer, not an ESDA worker. Make it make sense. This is stuff I'm talking about. So they took that out of $130,000. Then you did clerks. So you're gonna decrease the clerks by $27,000. I hope that's clerk key. Then you got maintenance of building, $40,000. You got more salaries, $25,000. These are all reductions. They cutting up the budget by all this money. Then you got regular salaries of $300,000. Then you got maintenance of sidewalks. That's the number one thing everybody keep calling about. Sidewalks, streets, and alleys. You're gonna deduct it by $250,000. Stop it. I'm gonna double it next month. Next, you got other pro services, $250,000. Then you got maintenance supplies and other $50,000. I don't know where any of this go to, but this is how he wrote it up. But I'm gonna read it into record for you. This is all for the record, by the way, Clerk Key. And please do not say refer to a mayor's office, because this is all from Trustee House. Then you got maintenance service, $80,000. Then you got other contractual service, $26,000. Everything I'm reading is they trying to deduct it. So I'm not gonna say negative or minus, so you understand. Salaries, you got $5,000. Salaries regular, they got $70,000. You got salary for code enforcement. Wow, you want to deduct by $50,000. So if you got an abandoned house, don't call us, because I don't know who's gonna write the ticket, because you just gonna get squatters and issues. I don't know who gonna enforce, right? Then you got medical insurance premium of $25,000. Board up, you want to take from board ups to $5,000. Other contractual services, $7,000. Operating transfers, $100,000. Lease payments, $220,000. Another maintenance line, $35,000. Hauling, so that's like the debris and things when they cut down trees or when they do the milling. That's $25,000. Operating expenses, another $25,000. What am I missing? Any more? That's it. Okay, then you got $400,000 for fire. So that's for overtime salary. So I don't know how y'all gonna run an operation with all these cuts. Please make it make sense, guys. But again, you see how he just did, y'all. We'll tell y'all the items that he cut. You see the amount of money that he cut. How do you run a village without any of those services? These all of them that sit up here. They didn't ask them one question about their department. They didn't ask what they needed. They didn't ask where they can cut or trim at. Nothing. This is how they run government, blind. They running it blind. 3 blind mice, 4 blind mice. They running it blind. It's a shame that they got no visions for our town. It's a shame that they gonna cut all these things for you residents. What you supposed to do when y'all call us? Well, how do we handle this? When we say, oh, we short, we can't get nobody to your house at this time, but I got an issue. I got a robbery in progress. Oh, we can't get you an officer. That's stupid. Y'all need to fix that. You should amend this, Trustee House. I don't think you should dare do this. I think you should amend this. I think that the residents deserve better. I don't think that it should be left up to you guys just to pick numbers and make cuts for whatever your reasons are. I just think that you guys didn't do a good job of talking to the staff about the things you want to cut. And then the lawyer just stated to me, because these are the people that do all of the litigations, that we have current litigations pending. So we do in negotiations. So how do we go to the table when y'all are cutting everything? But this is how they put our village in the financial condition that we're about to go in due to your board of trustees. So thank them when you see them in passing. Thank them for all the mess, because at the end of the day, all it takes is a conversation. So you will know what to do, how to do it, what people got going on in their departments. First is communication. You got to talk to people. Can't just make up stuff because you think this is what it is. You don't run day to day. You wouldn't know what it is. Or talk to the VA. He run day to day. But no one does that. And now we finna vote on a budget that y'all know isn't right. That y'all know this ain't what we need. Y'all know that, right, trustees? I'm throwing this out here. Hoping y'all change y'all mind. Y'all know we need better, right? Y'all know we're cutting down more trees. We're basically cleaning up the west side, and now we're starting on the south side. We putting up more street lights. And by cutting the trees back, we can see the actual light on the block. Y'all do know we're doing streets. Y'all know we're doing alleys. Y'all know we're doing sidewalks when once upon a time they used to pay 50-50. Now the resident don't pay nothing. And that's through the CBGD grant that y'all took out of the budget. Why would y'all do that? That's money. What's wrong? I'm so lost at how you decided to come up with this list. How did y'all decide to come up with the list? Trustee, how you decide to come up with this list?
Okay, so in looking at the budget, we looked at the years historical. And historical years, the items you're saying are cut out are not cut out. They're reductions, to be realistic. The budget that we were given had numbers that could not be substantiated, or I don't believe they could be substantiated. We talked about, in the last meeting, we asked about the 6.8 million, the alleged $6.8 million that's coming. It's in the appropriation, asked when will it come? Could not get an answer. Asked that repeatedly. And if there is a $6.8 million, when you complete a budget, you also have to fill out the expenses, which means it's going to be a net zero on terms of the budget anyway. So all these, and we talked about, overtime police before this administration that did not have security details following them around everywhere. Overtime was at $600,000 maximum every year. This administration is at 1.6 million. How are we going to get service? We need the mayor to stop spending money irresponsibly. That's where the reductions came, is off of all of the all the expenses that were not necessary until this one came in. And she even said in here, oh man, forget that, I'm gonna double it.
Yep.
That's the reason that we have vendors calling, because we can sit here and put it down there, but the minute that you go out there, tell a vendor you're gonna do it, and then there's not enough money in the bank, which is what we're running into today, because we're receiving lies about money that's coming in. It went from what, 6.8 million, then there's 15 million. Never see it in the bank. Don't ever see it in the bank. And the minute it starts hitting the bank, we can add it in the budget. But other than that, we're just kind of there. I'm just going to conclude on that point. I think point. Thank you.
Yeah. So y'all need to stop with the mayor just spending, the mayor this, the mayor that. If we budget for items, we spend for those items that's budgeted for. I can prove everything that you all accuse me of up here. That's y'all problem. It's hearsay, but you don't see me ever talking about y'all because y'all nowhere. I'm everywhere. Now, as relates to a budget, you have to put the $6.8 million in the budget. If the money comes through, how you gonna get the money? You ain't even got it in the budget. And y'all know it's true. Every outlet, meaning media, wrote about it because everybody was mad. Like I said, when I leave, go anywhere, I bring back a bag. I got awarded $15 million. Then you have to wait until it come down the pipeline like anything else. Anybody that understand grant money. And when you go and ask for the grant money, you have to be specific than what you want to use it for. So here it is, my board, once again, just like I did at $600,000, right? That we went, got, secured, came back to this body, and you guys didn't even vote for it. It's grant money. It ain't coming out the general fund. That's the problem with y'all. Y'all want to lead and don't know how to lead. Won't you follow my lead and you will understand how to do things, like how y'all follow my lead by making videos. Like I said, that's flattering. But all I'm saying to you is that y'all have to do better. You can't come up with this stuff and just say things that's untrue. Then y'all talk about spending. You have to spend in order to improve your town. These are things that everybody been complaining about for years, and never got it. And then if you really want to sit and have a adult conversation, some stuff that I can really educate you guys on, you will understand where we get the money from. Because y'all keep saying that we this and we that. Where we get, what accounts it come from. We have all kinds of accounts that the funds come out of, but you guys don't want to just sit and educate yourself of how we getting trees cut, how we getting the sidewalks done, how we getting the alleys paid. No one wants to learn, and that's the problem up here. You guys are too prideful to come and just really learn from your super mayor. It's sad. But go ahead, attorney. She want to say some things. Hopefully y'all listen to her.
I just want to say a couple things as it relates to budgeting and appropriating just as general principles. Essentially, if you don't appropriate for something, and that money comes in, you then cannot spend that money. So if the $6.8 million in grants does come in, like the mayor stated it will, regardless, you're not going to be able to spend that money if you don't appropriate for it. So that is a very serious concern. And I can understand that you guys may or may not believe whether it's going to come in, but my recommendation would be to put that in there, at least have it in the appropriations ordinance. If it does come in, then you can use it. If it doesn't come in, then it doesn't affect the budget and appropriations ordinance at all, truthfully. And then the other thing I wanted to point out is that, you know, as the mayor had previously stated, we are in the middle of negotiating various contracts. And it really does tie our hands at the negotiations table when we're not able to make the same offers to other bargaining units that we've settled with. And it just makes it very difficult for us to negotiate a fair contract. So I just wanted to point those items out to the board.
May I make a statement?
Go ahead.
So that was wonderful what you just said. But in October,
appreciate it. Yes.
October, Keith read out 3 other grants that he stated that we got. Those are not in the budget. So if we already been approved for those or applying for them or appropriating for them, then why are those items not allocated in the budget like this $6.8 million? Then there was a statement that was made at a last board meeting that said that even with the negotiations for public works, that they wasn't paying it until May 1st of 2024, which is the next fiscal year. So if you have this money allocated in the 2024-2025 budget, but you don't plan on paying them till 2025-2026 budget, then why is it allocated in there? So if you're going to say that the 6.8 of the appropriation, then that means that everything that he read in October should be in there too, since we're talking about transparency and all these grants. So that should be in there also. And those are not being reflected in there.
Yeah,
All right. Are you done?
Yes.
All right. Go ahead, Keith.
Was that a question that you were asking whether or not it was reflected, or is that a statement that you were making?
That's the question.
Because I believe that it's reflected in the $6.8 million. It's not individually broke out, but you didn't ask us to individually break it out, nor did you ask a question about that. So I think the first thing is before you make an assumption on a budget, you should probably ask the question.
I'm not assuming anything.
I'm just going based off
Yes,
of what
she
you
is.
just said. So
Yes,
the
ma'am.
second thing is that I would like to know what accounting firm helped you guys put together this budget. How do you guys plan on making up for the $500,000 that we're going to lose for Homewood disposal? You're not passing the bond later on. And did you guys think of anything? I mean, did you guys have any help with this? Is there anyone that helped you with this, or are you guys just going off you guys' basic accounting skills?
Is that a
What you learned
question?
in college? That's a question. Are you going off what you learned in college? Is this something that you learned in day camp?
Oh,
Yeah,
dang.
I know that's tough.
That's real tough.
There's no way in the world you could cut this much money out of a budget.
Yes, it is. Stop spending.
Well, I'll tell you what, if we didn't spend a dime until next year, you still wouldn't be able to cover the resources that you cut out of this budget.
Yes, we would.
How? How do you know? What financial expert told you that? Please tell me. Oh, it was what his name was Kasperic? Because I can get him on the phone right now. This is ridiculous. Well, hey, he's the accountant, right? I'd really like to know. Can somebody tell me? Oh, it's quiet now. In the words of Tiffany Henyard, it's quiet now. I can wait. I have nothing else.
Get the attorney on. I mean, get the
I will.
accounting firm on the phone.
You want to amend it? Okay. Go ahead.
To kind of address Attorney Nelson Jaworski's comment, I would like to make one amendment for the appropriation, and I will state.
So just to be clear, you're doing a superseding motion to your own motion?
Talk to me. Okay. Superseding motion. All items read, but I would. I have great concern because about the $6.8 million. It was appropriated, but I have great concerns about it coming. And I did ask several times about time frame via email, but have not received it, which added to my concerns. Hearing that it needs an appropriation, Just to make sure that we're covered, I would remove the reduction of that from the revenue column, the 6.8, and leave the 6.8 million in the budget. I would also add on the expense side, $6.8 million worth of grant expenses to, because when you submit the grant, you have to submit the expenses. So that should also be reflected in the budget. So I would like to leave the 6.8 million in there, add a $6.8 million line item to account for the adjustment just made. So that was my superseding motion, is everything as read with the 2 amendments, and I will send that via email. Thank you.
So since you're amending stuff, you want to talk to the police and fire department since we are here, and you could ask them questions of why they need what they need in their department.
Here's my question: how much was spent on the security detail? Because that adjustment came strictly because of the security detail, which we think we've never.
The firemen don't protect me, so no, it did not. You did the
Yeah,
firemen.
I want to ask questions. That's my question. How
But
much
it
we
did
spent on
not.
it?
Okay, trustee, why you so concerned about my security detail that you guys got me happen to have because all y'all mess that y'all created? Let's be crystal clear about that. So stop with the drama. Like, I'm over it. Y'all have no idea the things y'all created with just lies. I'm a single Black woman, so you better miss me with that. Stop with my security detail stuff. It's in the CBA. Read your stuff. I'm sick and tired of coming here out to prove myself to people like you that don't even know what to do with it. If you want to run against me, you run in 2025, but you don't put my safety in jeopardy. Let's be clear. I'm not going to keep playing with y'all. So talk about something else. Sick of this. You sitting here bank rubbing the town. That's what y'all doing, bank rubbing the town. Because y'all cut all this stuff with no focus, no direction, no vision, no answers, no questions. Y'all just came and did it because y'all felt like it. That ain't how y'all run government. That's why y'all don't need to be in y'all seats. Because y'all didn't get the right advice. He asked you, clear as day, who told y'all this?
We asked
Where
him
you get it
stuff and
from?
he ain't gave
Hold
us
on,
no
trustee,
answer.
you out of line. And y'all had no answer. But yeah, y'all keep coming up here putting on this show. But you putting the people in harm's way. Stop it. Whatever our fights are is our fights. Whatever we gonna do, we gonna do. But stop neglecting the people. Stop. I didn't run to neglect people. I ran to help them. Trustee House. How you run on my ticket, follow my vision, then get here at a board meeting and then want to take a person out. That's sickening. You played it. Shame on you. You wanted to see, you should have ran against me, but you didn't. But now you got to create chaos to think you're going to win something that you ain't going to win. Stop. But what I will not do, and I'm not up here, is put my safety in jeopardy. I'm not. So stop trying to pick something to sit here and catapult you to something that you would never be. Stop. I'm sick of it. And for those women that's right here with you sitting back watching the nutball stuff, y'all should be ashamed of yourself because I am you. But y'all sit back and do this little show like we ain't people. I'm a human being before anything. Stop.